So we found our OB. She was great. For the first and second trimester, we had visits every 4 weeks. So basically every month we had a visit. Hey guys, what's up? So I'm here in Barbican. My sister's trying to hide from the camera. Let's see. We just stopped for a little treat and decided to carry you along. In this video, I'll give you an estimate of the cost for having a baby in Jamaica. So a lot of you guys asked for that video and this is it. Alright, so come along guys. So I'm not quite sure what flavors I'm gonna choose. I love cheesecake. So there's no tasting, unfortunately. I'm gonna take butterscotch. Then they have macadamia cheesecake. And over that side they have another cheesecake.
Black forest cake.
Black forest cake, yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take all of your cake stuff. How it tastes?
Just like black forest cake. I am not disappointed.
Wow.
You can taste the rum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it tastes good. She's a wicked little sister.
Oh my god.
You always record me when I'm not made up. Good to me cute. She's a wicked girl.
Guys, here we go. This is mine. I'll take the top off. Black forest is good. It's good. It's good, it's good. 5-4.
Was it a lychee something?
So it was a cheesecake. But it tastes good. It tastes good. Guys, I haven't had Tutti Frutti in a little while. It's good. In fact, I haven't been out in a little while. So it's been good. Now, as promised, do a video about the cost to basically have baby in Jamaica. A lot of persons are overseas and they would like to know the cost or the availability for both public and private. Basically, you don't know what's available. In this video, I'll be telling you what I did for antenatal care, and I'll also be giving you other alternatives that are available in Jamaica. So I went private route. For me and my husband, it was just more convenient and it was more surety. We went to a private OB. Of course, we sought our OB before we needed it, and I would advise you guys to do the same. you want to be comfortable with whomever you'll be working with. So we found our OB, she was great. For the first and second trimester, we had visits. So basically every month we had a visit. And for your OB costs, it can range from $4,000 all the way up to $7,000 or more. It all depends on your OB really and what he or she is charging for their services. So you can basically multiply that every 4 weeks. You'd have to have your OB visit. Depending on the cost, it could, could carry you a hefty sum. What I would suggest as well is that if you have insurance, utilize it as best as possible because this usually carries down the cost significantly. What you also have to factor into antenatal care is ultrasounds, and this is going to be needed early out and throughout pregnancy. Ultrasounds can be done at your OB office depending again on your OB and the services that he or she is offering. Quite a number of our ultrasounds were done at my OB's office, and you have to factor in that cost. Now the cost of that I can't quite say. It will vary depending on your OB, or if one was selected for you to go to a private institution to do your ultrasounds. That being said, you will require several ultrasounds, right? What I know for a fact is that your OB will want you to do an anomaly scan, and the cost will vary depending on which institution you go to actually do your scan. So basically, you have your ultrasounds in your first trimester, your anomaly scan in your second trimester, and of course your OB is going to want to do another ultrasound close to delivery time just to see the weight of the baby, the development, the positioning of the baby and all that. So I would say you'd have to do at least 2 ultrasound and 1 anomaly scan. The anomaly scan of course is going to test, look for any form of abnormality just to ensure that your baby is growing, all the body parts are functioning. Another thing you have to consider also is your vitamins and medication. So throughout your pregnancy, you need to be on your multivitamins. Usually these are not covered by insurers in Jamaica, so you definitely have to put that cost by yourself, whether you're going public or private. Okay, so for your antenatal nutrition, you have to put that bill yourself. I would say on average this will cost for a month's supply of your prenatals. It will cost you about $1,500 to $2,000. So it's very important for your OB to request your blood works. It's very important. They will be testing you for everything and anything just to ensure that you're healthy and that your baby will be healthy. And this can cost a significant amount. One of my major blood workup that I did, it was for about $26,000. And that was before my health card substituted it or subsidized it down to a small amount. So if you don't have a health card, this can really dig into your pocket along with your monthly expenses. You will need to do at least 2 tests. That I know for sure, you will need to do 2 tests. The first in your second trimester and the second in your third trimester. So those, of course, will run you a significant amount if you don't use your health card. So if you have a health card, thumbs up to you. What you also need to anticipate is the delivery of your baby, and this is where it really gets pricey. If you're going private, you need to, of course, find your institution up front. I did mine at Andrews. That was my preferred place. It was a great experience. I'm sure if you watched my labor video that you'd have seen, how it was. It was a great experience. The food was great, the staff was great, and you get what you pay for essentially when it comes to private care, and that's why I went that route. There are other institutions in Jamaica. I'll probably list them in the description section, the other private institutions, but I do know a couple persons are wondering, what institutions can I look to for a private delivery? So I'll list those in the description below so that you can use that to your convenience. The cost, of course, will vary from institution to institution. In the institution that I use was Andrews, and we had a down payment to use the facility. Normally it's about $50,000+. After being discharged, they will give you the full bill or the additional sum that needs to be paid. From our experience, that can run you about $180,000 or $200,000, and that is for vaginal delivery. If you were doing a cesarean section, it would be about $300+ or more to use that facility. Now it comes back to your OB and your OB charges. Now your antenatal visits are different from your delivery cost. So you would need to discuss with your OB the cost to actually do the delivery of your baby. And that can range for vaginal delivery from, I would say, about 130 up to 200,000 again. And if you are doing a cesarean section, it can be over $300,000 again. So when you put the combined cost together, I would say you're looking at close to $1 million for a cesarean section, and about $500,000 or $600,000 for a vaginal delivery. And that is if you haven't had any complications. If you do have complications, then you can expect to spend more, especially when it comes to your aftercare, your hospital fees, and your OB costs as well. Let's look at the other options. Now in Jamaica, you have the option of going completely public, and that means that you go to a public institution for your antenatal care, that is your health centers, and that is completely free. At those institutions, you have your midwives that are there to guide you through the antenatal process. In terms of delivery, you will be required to sign up at the hospital, a public hospital, and each parish in Jamaica has a public hospital. And depending on which parish you are, you go to that hospital, and it is also completely free to do your delivery at those institutions. So if you do go public, it's completely free. When you go public, however, you will still have to consider the cost of your ultrasounds, your blood works, your medications. Those will still be on you. You can go public and private, or private and public. And what that means is you can use your private OB for your antenatal visits leading up to delivery. And you would definitely have to foot your OB bill in that case. But for your delivery, it will be completely free at the institution. So I think I've covered most of what is required, if not all. So thank you guys again for watching. If you guys have any more questions about the delivery process in Jamaica, about the cost, then you can definitely let me know in the comment section below. I'll be willing to answer all your questions. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up for this video. Share this video with those who you think this information can help. And remember to turn on your post notification bell, put the setting on all, and thanks again. Bye for now.